What's up, people? So today in this video, I'm going to give a big shout out to my buddy Paul in America, one of my best friends in the world. And he made a point to me the other day that is very, very true. You know, one of the big reasons why these politicians seem to think that they are so much better than us is it's basically our own fault, because we treat them as if they're better than us. We call them, for example, I hear people all the time calling them leaders, political leaders. Look, these people are not our leaders. They are our servants. They get paid by money that we give them, or no, well, actually, they get paid by money that they steal from us. We do hard work, we're out working our ass off, and they decide, much like the mafia, that how much money what cut they're gonna get out of your money. And so they take their cut to pay themselves, and they pay themselves very, very royally. But they work for us. They're civil servants, hence the name servant. You know what I'm saying? That's it, they're servants. And they shouldn't be treated any better than servants, because that's what they are. You know what I'm saying? One of the politicians may one day earn the right to be called a leader, because they're so good at doing what they're supposed to do, and that is serving the interest of the citizens of their country. And if they're so good at it that they deserve to be revered, then they've earned that respect. But these politicians that we've got in office now, especially here in Germany and also in America, these people don't deserve to get the cleaning lady's salary. You know what I'm saying? They deserve basically nothing. They're scum. They're scum. And we got to start treating them like that. You know what I mean? They've got to know their place. So stop calling these people political leaders. They are political service people. Die zijn in Dienstleister in Germany. Dienstleister. That's what they're there for. They're there to serve our interests. And that's how the public has to start treating them. You know? And look, again, I'm going to say it again. I said it in a couple other videos as well. They're public servants. They're supposed to be serving our interest. And the people in power right now are definitely not. Here in Germany, not, and in America also not. They are not serving our interests. They're working directly against the will of the people in very, very many cases. And so we should shun these people. We should make them feel like they should. They should feel like they are not popular. They should feel like they are being disrespected, because they don't deserve any respect. They didn't earn it. They're not earning their salary, and they certainly don't earn any respect from us, because they are our servants and they are not serving us. So I also say, look, if you own a restaurant or a business or, you know, a hotel or anything, or if you run it or have power over that institution or that business, you know, if some of these politicians come into your business, refuse service to those people. You have the Hausrecht, you can do that. You know what I'm saying? You have the right to refuse service. If you're not doing it based on race, then you have the right to say, no, I don't want to serve you. You know what I mean? You know, you have that right, make use of that right. You have a little bit more power than the rest of us, and it would be great if you used it so that these politicians start seeing how unpopular they really are, how wrong they really are, and how much the public does not approve of their actions and their policies. And they're only going to notice that if they start feeling it. You know what I'm saying? Just reading Twitter and getting called bad names on Twitter, which they don't read anyway. You know what I'm saying? They've got people to do their Twitter so that they don't ever get wind of any of the negative comments that are given about them. They don't know that. They only hear the positive shit. You know what I'm saying? And they think the positive shit is the majority, or the positive things that they hear are the majority of the people. Well, that's not true. I'm sure the majority of the people in Germany are not on board with the way this country is being driven. You know what I'm saying? They're running the shit into a wall. I talk to people every day, you know what I mean? And almost everybody agrees when we talk about stuff like this. So, look, the politicians need to know that their shit is very unpopular, and the only way they're going to know that is we call them out on it at every chance we get. So yes, certainly send them Twitter messages, or send them emails, or, you know, call them, heckle them, you know, needle them, bother them. Sure, keep doing that. But also, if you have a business, and like, for example, look, if I had a business or grocery store or restaurant, and Robert Habeck or Ricarda Lang or, you know, some of these insane Green Party politicians were to come in there, I would refuse service to them, and I would tell them to get out. Get out get the fuck out. You know what I mean? Just that simple. And what do you have to lose? You know what I mean? What do you have to lose? What are you scared of? You know what I'm saying? That's something that would make a great impact on these people if they were suddenly excavated from a store or a restaurant. They weren't getting served. That would be a big slap in the face of these people. You know what I mean? So you tell them, look, you're not a leader. You're not welcome here. You're a public servant. You're not serving me, and I'm not serving you. So get the fuck out. That's what I would do if I had a business and any of these politicians ever came into it. You know what I'm saying? No matter what business. So, you know, if you, that's what I would do. I'm sorry. I think people should do that. That's my opinion. But the most important thing is we have to change our mindset a little bit also and stop looking at these people as if they're some great godlike figures. You know what I mean? They got hired by us through the voting system. I didn't because I can't vote here, but the German people voted these people in. Now a lot of people are probably regretting it because the Green Party is a dangerous, dangerous ideology, and ideology should not make any rules for the public. Ideology needs to stay as far away from government as possible because it's very dangerous. They're a militant cult that follows their ideology no matter what. You can see it because they also don't care how unpopular they are. They basically have brainwashed themselves to think, well, if we're not popular, that must be the people's fault. They've got the wrong idea. But what we're doing is absolutely the right thing. They're just like religious zealots. You know what I mean? And religion had very much power, you know, throughout history. And they also misused and abused it and killed a lot of fucking people because of their ideology and their belief in an imaginary guy in the sky. So ideology has to be taken out of power. You can't let ideology near power. And the Green Party is a militant ideological cult, and they're very dangerous, and we have to get them away. We have to get them out now. So I'm sure people do regret that. You can see it in the poll numbers a little bit that people are starting to regret it. But again, this moral virtue feeling of being the good person and voting for the Green Party, that still captured a lot of people. We need to break them out of this if we can, and we can only do that by speaking up and talking out. Like I always say in my other videos, we have to keep speaking out against these injustices, corruption, and bullshit. You know what I mean? So that's where we have to go. The main message here is these people are not leaders. They are mere servants that right now, again, do not deserve the cleaning lady's salary because they are not performing. If they were the CEOs or the managers of any corporation or any company, they would have been fired long ago. Let's be real. You know what I'm saying? We all know it. They would have been fired long ago. And yeah, I think that's what we got to do to these politicians as well. As soon as we can vote, as soon as you all can vote in Germany, as soon as we can vote in the States, then you need to fire these fucking people. Fire them all. But don't call them leaders. Change your mental thinking. Change your thinking. And do it en masse. The more people that talk about this, the more people that come out about this, the more people that change their mindset, the more ground we will win.